Yeah, Moussa is here. Moussa, many congratulations. That's a great afternoon and in the end a great season for the club.
I think amazing. This was a dream to stay on the league today. I think I can't speak about the atmosphere. No words. Really no words. We play like mentality amazing, clean sheet. I think we could play maybe 2 or 3 hours and we never score because the determination was here. You know, when you have this mentality, when you come with your determination, nothing can happen. And we have quality on this team, so I'm very happy for us, for the player, because we really work very hard every day since the beginning of the season. And today is a big day.
Yeah, today you get your rewards. About the game itself, I was going to make the point with you that Keylor has hardly had he's hardly been stretched in terms of the saves he's had to make, which goes to show what you've just been saying, really, about how well you've defended as a team in front of it.
No, yeah, we follow the plan. We follow the plan. We analyze during the week what was can be the danger from Arsenal. And I think we did perfectly. I don't think they have so many chances. Of course, they have some situation, but we was on the game. We did everything for help Keylor, and we did as a team. And we start from Thibaut and Morgan on the front to the defense, and this is a team.
So you get in front, 20 minutes in. Thibaut scores yet another goal. That's what, 5 in 3 games for him.
Again.
At that point, I suppose you know then you've got something to hold on to. You know you're there as long as you keep a clean sheet.
Yeah. We say, okay, we have one goal. We are 1 goal in front. We have to keep it. But of course, if we could score the second one, we will do it. But it's Arsenal, you know, it's an amazing team. I think the best team of the season, even if they don't become champion. But we did it as a team. It's really difficult, you know, so when the boss is here. You know what I mean?
He talks forever. Huh?
No, we follow the plan and we did it as a team. I'm very happy for everybody. Like I said before, we work all season very hard, and today is a big day.
Well done, Moussa.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being there.
Yeah.
We can't let you go, actually. I know the boss is here, and we'll talk to Steve in just a moment, but we can't let you go without talking about that throw, because that's been a real weapon over the last few weeks.
You learned it when he got injured.
I get you look out for that, you know, because it's too dangerous. No.
This guy showed an unbelievable attitude to recovering from injury. Mentality has been amazing. I'm proud of him, you know, to come back and end up having the impact that he's had through the difficulties that he had. Is something going to make you stronger, mate, isn't it?
Yeah,
All right, we're proud of you.
Of course. Thank you very much.
Well done, Moussa.
And thank you, coach, for all confidence.
We're in it together, mate.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you
that's what we do.
Thank you.
Top man.
Steve, many congratulations.
He's after a day off, I think.
Well, what an achievement.
Brilliant. You know, in terms of staying in the Premier League. I'm just really pleased for everyone connected with the football club. People like yourself, Col, you know, I'll tell you, mate, I've had loads of letters. I get sent loads of letters every week, and the amount of people that can't make games home and away and say, but Colin will talk us through it, and BBC Nots and blah, blah, blah. And I take them things personally, that I want people to continue to enjoy their football club, whether they're here supporting in the stadium, whether they're from far afield, radio, TV, etc., that are able to continue to do that while the club is in the Premier League, because the football club deserves that. And achievement, I'll let other people decide. You know, you use achievement with this club, and you have to be a little bit careful. What I do know, Colin, it allows us to continue to become the club that we want to be, because there's been loads of change, and the obvious stuff that we've seen in terms of the signings and injuries and some infrastructure stuff, but I can assure you there's been miles more change going on behind the scenes, because that's what we've had to do to be able to compete at this level. And what this allows us to do now is improve even more, because we have to. You know, we have to. And for us to be able to you know, stay in the Premier League for next year is you know, getting in the Premier League was massive. I can assure you this is right up there with it. You know, in continuing to be the club that we want to be, that the supporters deserve, that the status it has in England. You know, it's just a privilege to be here, to be honest. What an atmosphere again today.
I'm sure you're expecting this question. I'm probably not the first person to have asked you it already. When you compare the achievement of last season, I've used that word again, when you compare what happened last season to what's happened this season, which do you look back on I mean, it's early to be looking back. I know
Yeah.
you only finished 20 minutes ago, but which do you have the most satisfaction with?
All of it, to be honest, all of it. You know, I win every day in this job. You know, I win every day in this job, and I'm just glad that you're right, we can look back and go, oh, that was great and whatever, but the best thing is that we can look forward, you know, and we can look forward in this league that we were desperate to stay in, and with all the uniqueness of the year, that can't be compared with anything else ever, you know. For us to end up give ourselves another chance to carry on is amazing, and I'm just really proud of everybody, really proud of the players. They've been so consistent all year, you know. Good wins, bad losses, half decent runs, bad runs. You know, they've come in every day with a desire to continue to work, and we've all learned a lot of life lessons this year, and you know, that'll carry us well.
You talk about the fact of how unique it's been this season, all those signings that you had to knit together. You throw in, I know you haven't talked about it all season, you throw in that injury list, which would have crippled many clubs.
Yeah.
And you've fought through all of that, and you've got safe with a game to spare.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I mean about, like, never give up, always be positive. I just think this is like, I don't want to get too deep, but this is just an era of you know, sometimes I say giving in, but maybe not doing enough. And I just think, like, what a brilliant example the football club has given, not just the people connected with it, but also, you know, a message to football that you can achieve in difficult circumstances, that you can get through difficult moments, because in the end it's dealing with the difficult moments that end up defining you, you know. And I knew this year that, you know, for 3 years in first team management before this one, I'd been lucky enough to win a load of games, and I knew this year we were maybe going to lose a few, more than a few, and I had to get my head around that and how I wanted to be, and I just said to myself, just be the best manager you can be after a loss, and I've really committed to that, you know. Probably too many losses at times, what I would have liked, but you know, the suffering this year has been good for me. I can say it now, it's been good for me, because it's allowed me to be the manager that the supporters can see, that I don't hide away from it, because that's what they deserve, you know. And yeah, just let's get ready for next season. Well, let's go Palace first next week, and then yeah.
Good to say, you're allowed to enjoy this one for a few hours at least, aren't you?
We will, but you know, our job now is to get our hands dirty and start getting ready for next season, as well as next week against Palace, of course, you know. But at least we can go into Palace knowing that, you know, we'll be playing in the Premier League next year.
Quick word about the game.
You're going to ask me about the supporters as well?
Yeah, I will ask you about the supporters, but a quick word about the game first. You've got yourselves in front, and then you've kind of kept one of the best teams in the land at arm's length. Yeah. I don't think Keylor's had a stretch save to make, has he?
Listen, I don't want to sound, you know, and we've created some other decent chances as well, you know, with Morgan, and, you know, so that was always going to be the plan that they called it. They've had an incredible season. They're a brilliant team, you know, and what Mikel has done with a young set of players, with some young players in the group and how they play, needs to be admired. So, but for us to play as we did today, you know, play in our mid to low block and condense the spaces and still be a threat on counter attack is amazing, you know. So. Yeah, what game?
Yeah, it's gone already. Yeah. Let's talk about the supporters then,
yeah.
Because they've been great all season. We've spoken a lot about them. They've been great for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Today was even louder than ever, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's not just about today. It is about today, of course, but, like, you know, what the supporters have done this year for their football club has been incredible, you know, and I really think they've set a standard to the rest of football about, like I said to you, didn't I, before the game the other day in the Dome, that you know, it's so easy to give up on your team. You'll never give up on your club. Your club is your club, of course, but to give up on your team, to give up maybe on the manager and things like that. And what our supporters have done this year is the complete opposite, you know. And like I said, it's normally the first thing I said happens, you know. People want to give up and they want changes and things like that. And maybe at times changes might have been the right thing, but you know, they were unconditional all year. I personally and my family will be in debt to the supporters forever, you know, and I'll never ever forget that. And it goes beyond football, you know. It's about self-worth and it's about belonging, you know. So yeah, I'll have this club's back forever, I can assure you that.